Hey, how's it going? This is Jackson with JT2 Digital Marketing. I know y'all agreed to a quick 5 to 10 minute video on some tips and tricks to improve your online presence. So I'll just go ahead and get right into it. So there are three main keys in order to improve your online presence. One is going to be citations, two is keywords, and three is going to be backlinks. And I'll get more into those as we go on throughout the video. But first, I just started by typing in a generic keyword that someone would type in if they're looking for a fence company in Covington. And I'm going to go over what pops up and how it all works. So first you're going to see sponsored ads. These are paid ads. Essentially, you just pay for certain keywords and they pop up at the top of the page. The problem with paid ads is a lot of people have ad blockers these days. And if you're like me, I usually just scroll right past the paid ads so I can get to these more legit companies right down here. So the next thing that pops up is going to be these local map listings. These are directly impacted by your citations. So I mentioned citations earlier. I'm gonna go over what they are. Citations are the name of your company, your address, and your phone number listed on online directories throughout the web. So there are many examples of these, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, all social medias. There's thousands more out there. So just go ahead and get as many of those as you can and make sure those three things are consistent throughout. And that'll help improve your local map listings and get you listed up here. Next, we're going to these top ranking websites down here. These are the companies that have had SEO help from digital marketing companies, and they are reaping the benefits, as you see there at the top. So I'm going to go over to this Zale Fencing, just kind of show you their website, some things that they can improve and some things that I like to have. First thing I see here is their call us right here, their phone number. That's the most important thing because at the end of the day, we want people calling your phone. And then the next is going to be getting a quote. So this is okay, but I would rather have a contact form right here on this front page so people know exactly where to click and put their information in and know what services they need, and it'll go right to your email. So those are the two things I look for right off the bat. Next is going to be the amount of words and keywords on their home page. So what a keyword is, it is essentially a word or a phrase that someone would type into Google or another search engine, and then results will pop up for that. So the more you have that result that someone would type in throughout your website, especially on your home page, the higher you're going to rank for that. So you want to have those keywords sprinkled throughout your home page and your sub pages up here as well, so that you're able to be better ranked for that. So that's why we encourage to have about 1,000 words on your homepage. You're able to sprinkle those keywords throughout. And that's something they do a good job of. They have a lot of words. They have all their services up here as well. You can just see they've got a good amount of words and they have a lot of keywords sprinkled in there. So that's why they're ranking high, because those keywords are sprinkled in there. Next, I'm gonna go over these sub pages. Sub pages are great to have because, like I said, you're able to have more pages, so they're having more words, and they're able to put more keywords in there. So you can see here, and this is a well thought out website. Looks good, is functional. So this is something we can do very similar in order to have your company ranked up there as well. All right, so next, I'm going to just go over what you have and how we can improve that. So I noticed y'all don't have a website. Y'all do not have a Google Business Profile. Google Business Profile would pop up right here on the right in this open area. This is the most important thing in Google's eyes, as if you're trying to get ranked for Google, you would want to have a Google Business Profile. And the Google Business Profile essentially will have your name, your address, and your phone number and email, and also show a map of where you're located, and then it'll have your website linked to it as well. And that's another thing I noticed. I do not see that y'all have a website. That's one of the main reasons that I'm calling here today, just because we do build websites, and I've built a couple recently and they've done very well. So if that's something y'all are interested in, just get back to us. Next, I'm going to go over some of y'all's citations. I see that y'all have a couple citations here. This is great. Like I said, you can never have enough, so just go in and keep getting more and more. Next, I'm going to go over into detail how the keywords and backlinks work. So this is a tool I use called RFs. It essentially tracks all the data that goes into all these websites. And as you can see here, Zale Fencing, they're getting about 37 traffic per month, and they have about 145 keywords. So how keywords work, like I said, they are phrases or words that people would type into the search engine, and people that have those words throughout their website are going to pop up. So keyword difficulty. This is on a scale of 0 to 100. The higher it is, the harder it is to rank for because more people are trying to use it. So let's get into, let's see. So something like this: security fence, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It only has a 1 KD keyword difficulty. So that means that this is, a lot of people are not trying to rank for this word. But let's see. Let's choose a different one because there's no traffic for that. Here we go. Fence company Metairie. So it's a 0 and it has 20 volumes, but it's getting 1 traffic per month. And they're ranked only 7th for it. So it's easy to get ranked for this, and it's still going to bring in some traffic. Obviously, it's not a huge amount at this time, but it could be higher. But you see, now you can understand what I'm talking about, how it's easier to get traffic for these low KD words. Next, I'm going to go over some backlinks. So what a backlink is, it is essentially another website that refers or links back to your website. And the amount of link juice that you get from that depends on how reputable that website is that's referring back to you. So I'll kind of give you an example. So domain rating, it's also on a 0 to 100 scale, but for this, the higher it is, the better it is, the more reputable the website is referring back to you. And essentially, the more reputable or higher this number is, the more link juice you're going to get back to your website. So we want to go for everything over 50. Those are very good, but you kind of can get in this 30 to 60 range. Those are also well. They're not going to do as well as these higher 86 ones, but there are definitely some better backlinks that we can get out there than them. But you're also able to see that I'm able to see exactly what the competition's getting, and I can go in and get those exact same ones and even better ones. So that's about all I wanted to cover in this video. Let me know if these tips and tricks help you at all. We'd love to work with y'all, get the opportunity to build y'all's website. Just get back to us when you get a chance, and y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Bye-bye.